Australians, oh, let us rejoice, for we are one and free. We've golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is good by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gifts of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains that let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Please be seated. Chancellor, graduates, guests and members of the university community, good morning and welcome. I'm Bill Patterson, University Secretary and Director of Governance Support. Graduations are one of the university's most important events. This year, the university will hold 48 ceremonies, both in Sydney and in Shanghai. On occasion, the university seeks to honour individuals who have made extraordinary impacts upon society through the contributions they have made to the university. Today, the university will bestow a Fellow of the University Award upon an outstanding member of our community. I would now like to introduce to you the official party who are here on stage. Seated at the centre of the stage is Ms. Catherine Livingstone AC, Chancellor of the University, who will preside over this ceremony. The Chancellor is joined today by Professor Andrew Parfitt, Vice-Chancellor and President, Dr. Bevan Jones, who will be awarded a Fellow of the University and also deliver the occasional address, Professor Massimo Picardi, Head of School, the School of Electrical and Data Engineering of the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology, who will be presenting graduates. The other people seated on stage are Emeritus Professor Tony Baker, former Chair of Academic Board, professors, academics and professional staff from faculties and institutes who have played such a large part in the success of today's graduates. I would also like to acknowledge members of staff graduating today, Laura Tomede, Deriv Jory and John Edward Hunter. It now gives me great pleasure to invite Ms. Catherine Livingstone AC, our Chancellor, to formally open proceedings.
In the name of the Council, I declare this congregation of the University of Technology Sydney duly assembled. And on behalf of the University of Technology Sydney and on behalf of all of those present, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we meet, the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. It's upon their ancestral lands that UTS stands. And on behalf of all those present, I'd like to pay our respects to their elders, both past and present, acknowledging them as the traditional custodians of knowledge for this place. In this graduation ceremony, we will celebrate the conferral of awards upon graduates from the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology. Today's ceremony marks a great achievement for the graduates and also recognises the support they've received from family and friends, many of whom are with us here today. So we warmly welcome you as together we celebrate the achievements of the graduates. I will now ask Professor Andrew Parfitt, Vice-Chancellor and President, to present a candidate for admission as a Fellow of the University.
Chancellor, the Council of the University established the honour the Fellow of the University to be made in recognition of an outstanding contribution to the University's objectives. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Bevan Jones. Dr. Bevan Jones is a visionary industry and academic leader in cellular base station technology and antenna systems. His outstanding contributions to the antennas and telecommunications industry have advanced wireless communication technology globally, and his ongoing mentorship is guiding the next generation of discoveries in the field. Dr. Jones completed his Bachelor of Science in 1967, Bachelor of Engineering with first-class honours in 1970, and a Doctor of Philosophy in Electrical Engineering in 1974 at the University of Sydney. His PhD thesis focused on low-frequency aperture synthesis radio telescope antennas for radio astronomy. He started his postdoctoral journey at the prestigious Max Planck Institute for Radio Astronomy in Bonn, Germany, where he contributed to the design of millimetre wavelength radio telescopes. With refined expertise, Dr. Jones returned to Australia in 1980, where he played a pivotal role in leading the Interscan project, a cutting-edge initiative focused on developing a microwave landing system for aircraft. This work laid the foundations for major advancement in telecommunications infrastructure, improving network performance and coverage during the early rollout of mobile technologies. Co-founding Argus Technologies in 1994, Dr. Jones also led the company as managing director. Under his leadership, Argus became a global leader in designing and manufacturing cellular base station antennas. Dr. Jones was instrumental in developing groundbreaking technologies, including the world-first multi-beam forming antennas and the ultra-wideband dual-band cellular base station antenna patented in 2016. This technology helped make widespread adoption of 4G and 5G technologies possible. With an unparalleled depth of knowledge in antenna design and wireless communications, Dr. Jones's extensive portfolio of patents is a testament to his groundbreaking contributions to ultra-wideband antennas and multi-beam systems widely adopted in the industry. In addition to his industry contributions, Dr. Jones is a passionate academic mentor and contributor. As an adjunct professor at UTS, he has co-supervised PhD students and postdoctoral researchers in advanced antenna systems research. He has co-supervised critical research on base station antennas, low-cost beam scanning antennas, and metamaterial lens antennas. His contributions to these fields and his profound impact as an educator and mentor have led to award-winning research papers and successful grant applications. It is a great honour for the University of Technology, Sydney, to confer Dr. Jones with the Award of Fellow of the University for his visionary leadership, pioneering spirit, and outstanding legacy that will continue to shape both industry and academia for years to come. Chancellor, in recognition of his outstanding contribution to the University, I ask you to admit Dr. Bevan Jones as a Fellow of the University.
By the authority vested in me by the Council of the University of Technology, Sydney, I admit Dr. Bevan Jones as a Fellow of the University. Congratulations, Bevan. I now invite Professor Massimo Picardi, Head of School of Electrical and Data Engineering of the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology, to present graduates.
Chancellor, I invite graduates in the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology to stand. Please rise. Chancellor, the UTS Council has resolved that candidates recommended to it by the Faculty Board in Engineering and Information Technology as eligible for awards have completed all requirements of a course of study approved by the Board and has conferred these awards upon them. Chancellor, I now present those graduates from the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology who are here before you to acknowledge the awards for which they have qualified.
So on behalf of the Council of the University of Technology, Sydney, I congratulate graduates on their achievements in obtaining the awards for which they have now qualified. So can we say huge congratulations to you all.
Please be seated. Chancellor, research degree programs, including PhD and Master by Thesis, are instrumental in helping us to achieve our vision to be a world-leading Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology. In addition to their passion and commitment, our research student cohort contributes innovative and entrepreneurial ideas that advance UTS and the field at large. Chancellor, I present to you graduates receiving research degrees. The following students have graduated with the Doctor of Philosophy. Vijina Habijith, for a thesis entitled Performance Enhancement of a Switch Reluctance Motor using Hybrid Excitation Method for Electric Vehicle Applications, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Professor Jahangir Hossain and Co-Supervisor Dr. Kang Lei. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Vijina Habijith. Jim Darrell Ang, for a thesis entitled Design of a Millimeter Wave Input Reflection Amplifiers in 45 nanometer CMOS SOI technology, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Dr. Forrest Zhu and Co-Supervisor Associate Professor Negin Shariati Mogadam. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Jim Darrell Ang. Rand Award for a thesis entitled Energy Security Begins at Home, an innovative business model to catalyze residential retrofits and foster transformative energy policy in emerging markets, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Associate Professor Andrea Triani and Co-Supervisor Dr. Ibrahim and Dr. Scott Dwyer. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Rand Award. Rhys Edwards, for a thesis entitled Improving the Strength of Fused Deposition 3D Printed Parts by Non-Planar Alignment of Material Extrusion with Stress Tensors, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Dr. Lee Clement and Co-Supervisor Professor Robert Fitch. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Rhys Edwards. E. He, for a thesis entitled Advanced Multiband and Ultra-Wideband Antenna Arrays, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Distinguished Professor Jay Guo and Co-Supervisor Associate Professor Kan Ding. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. E. He. Mohammed Tariqul Islam, for a thesis entitled Artificial Intelligence-Driven Hosting Capacity for Casting of Next-Generation Distribution Networks, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Professor Jahangir Hossain and Co-Supervisor Professor Chi Kwon Lee. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Mohammed Tariqul Islam. Tin Gok An Mai, for a thesis entitled Optical Properties of Quantum Emitters in Hexagonal Boron Nitride in Cryogenic Thermal Shock, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Dr. Chong Tuan Tran and Co-Supervisor Dr. Xiaoshui Xu. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Tin Gok An Mai. Daniel Martins for a thesis entitled Control of Radiated Noise from Fluid-Loaded Stiffened Structures, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Dr. Mahmoud Karimi and Co-Supervisor Professor Ray Kirby. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Daniel Martins. Shuli Meng for a thesis entitled Enhancing Side-Scale Stormwater Management Through Real-Time Adapter Control System, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Professor Chiling Wang and Co-Supervisor Professor Duc Long Nihem. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Shuli Meng. Quang Hu Nguyen for a thesis entitled Immersive Communications for 6G Networks, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor, Associate Professor Hoan Din, and co-supervisors Associate Professor Deep Nguyen and Professor Eric Dakiewicz. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Quang Hu Nguyen. Nasto Nika for a thesis entitled Sustainable Non-Invasive RF Microwave Sensing for Smart Agricultural Health Monitoring, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor, Associate Professor Negin Shariati Mogadam, and co-supervisors Professor Justin Lipman and Professor Miran Abolasan. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Nasto Nika. Andre Pierce for a thesis entitled Unified Multi-Object Tracking and Sensing with Millimeter Wave Radar, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Professor Andrew Zhang and Co-Supervisor Professor Ida Xu. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Andre Pierce. Hamid Reza Shafei for a thesis entitled Monitoring, Estimation, and Robust Control of Microgrids for Safe Operation, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor, Associate Professor Li Li, and Co-Supervisor, Associate Professor Ricardo Aguilera Echeverria. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Hamid Reza Shafei. Laura Tomidei for a thesis entitled A Process Mining Approach for Production Flow Analysis, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor, Professor Jochen Duse, and co-supervisors Dr. Luc Mattison and Dr. Matthias Girdler. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Laura Tomidei. Ignacio Javier Torres Herrera for a thesis entitled Advanced Optimal Control of Fixed-Wing UAV for Ground Target Tracking, Analysis and Application, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor Dr. Ricardo Aguilera Echeverria and Co-Supervisor Associate Professor Quang Ha. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Ignacio Javier Torres Herrera. Gangming Wei for a thesis entitled Ultra-Wideband Circular Antenna Array, supported by a supervisory panel that included Principal Supervisor, Distinguished Professor Jay Guo, and co-supervisors, Associate Professor Kan Ding and Associate Professor Pei Yuan Qin. Chancellor, I present to you Dr. Gangming Wei. Chancellor, each year UTS recognizes a select few undergraduate candidates of exceptional merit. Such candidates are honored by the award of the University Medal. Chancellor, I now present to you a graduate receiving an undergraduate award and the University Medal in the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology. The following student has graduated with the Bachelor of Engineering Honors in Mechanical Engineering with First Class Honors and University Medal and Bachelor of Business with Credit. Nicholas David Macaulay. Chancellor, we will now present to you our coursework graduates receiving awards today.
The following students have graduated with the Master of Engineering in Civil Engineering, Master of Engineering Management, Rion Chaco. Master of Engineering in Electrical and Energy Systems, Master of Engineering Management, Faisal Abbas. Rafakat Ali. Nikhil Binu Thomas. Vedant Satish Shinder. Master of Engineering in Manufacturing, Engineering and Management, Master of Engineering Management, Rajaram Perumar Muralidharam. Joseph Sebastian. Rahul Sri Kumar. Master of Engineering in Telecommunications and Electronics, Master of Engineering Management, Swati Clara Salzo. Master of Engineering in Electrical Energy Systems, Ray Kang Luo. Joyanta Mondal. Ashim Nath. Nivia Nongthombam. Tian Chi Pan. E.M. Samin Anjum Sadman. Priyant Sun. Jin Tao Shin. Master of Engineering in Manufacturing, Engineering and Management, Sayyede Parisa Hussaini. Ushas Kamoka. Surag Mahajan. Louisa Tedesco Vescovi. Master of Engineering in Robotics, Bishal Subedi. Master of Engineering in Telecommunications and Electronics, Ye Li. Zhao Li. Hao Liu. Sahil Nepal. Karen Shi. Master of Professional Engineering in Mechanical Engineering, Abdul Hanan Abbasi. Sanjay Bantana. Sakar Batara. Sagar Joshi. Path Kumbhare. Mohammed Rehan Malik. Ram Raj Manoranjan. Aksh Patil. Nikita Shaligin. Master of Professional Engineering in Robotics, Adesh Greval. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Data Engineering with First Class Honours, Bachelor of Arts in International Studies, Joshua Tolhurst Peel. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Data Engineering with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Bachelor of Business with Credit, Wong Michael Ho Meng. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Data Engineering with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Chong Wang. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Data Engineering, Diploma in Professional Engineering Practice with First Class Honours, Jaden Lee. Zheng Zheng. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Data Engineering, Diploma in Professional Engineering Practice with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Edward Nicholas Bruin. Olivia Ju. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electrical and Electronic Engineering with First Class Honours, Leon Tepsa. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electrical and Electronic Engineering with Second Class Honours, Division 2, Adam Ahmed Salem Mishal. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electrical Engineering with First Class Honours, Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Dhruv Johri. Benjamin Jack McLeod. Nikolai Simmons. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electrical Engineering with First Class Honours, Aidan Timothy Milford. Mai Tao Chin. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electrical Engineering with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Hugh Francis Hogarth. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electrical Engineering with Second Class Honours, Division 2, Bachelor of Science in Biotechnology, Eunice and Pauline Javier. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electrical Engineering with Second Class Honours, Division 2, Leo Ahn. Alesha Khan. Joseph Patrick Sard. Hanwen Shu. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electrical Engineering, Jia Jun Tao. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electrical Engineering, Diploma in Professional Engineering Practice with First Class Honours, Declan James McCleary. Federica Eliana Milazzo. Winfred O. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Electronic Engineering, Nuvin Chanmith Puliyade. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical and Mechatronic Engineering with First Class Honours, Maximilian Lucas Steeder. Michelle Liang. Lucas Jackson Moore. Ashton Wen Lim Pao. Joshua Nicholas Schiff. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical and Mechatronic Engineering with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Jong Boom Kim. Saray Mongku Te. Ben John Thomas. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical and Mechatronic Engineering with Second Class Honours, Madhav Diwan. Sheba Sarah Thomas. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical and Mechatronic Engineering, Suraj Sandananda Katera. Vince Salvatore Perina. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical and Mechatronic Engineering, Diploma in Professional Engineering Practice with First Class Honours, Diploma in Innovation, Elliott Butterfield Gill. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical and Mechatronic Engineering, Diploma in Professional Engineering Practice with First Class Honours, George Atzi. Sean Cato Champion. Daniel Nguyen. Charlize Antonia Peterson. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical and Mechatronic Engineering, Diploma in Professional Engineering Practice with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Jared Mayo. Selimon Shukurzad. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical and Mechatronic Engineering, Diploma in Professional Engineering Practice with Second Class Honours, Division 2, Min Thea So. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering with First Class Honours, Bachelor of Science in Mathematics, Johnny Tuan An Chong. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering with First Class Honours, Christian Mihich. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Bachelor of Business with Credit, Lathukshan Subakaran. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Romuald Karia. Timothy Peter Kruick. Kaviet Heshava Munasinghe. Sean Edward Pope. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering with Second Class Honours, Division 2, Bachelor of Science in Chemistry, Jonathan Lloyd Young. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering with Second Class Honours, Division 2, Max Stanley John Sauls. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering, Bachelor of Business with Credit, Peter Kolistasis. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering, Thashwin Arun. Fei Long Li. Chen Ming Luo. Prabhat Neopane. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering, Diploma in Professional Engineering Practice with First Class Honours, Sophie Monique Anderson. Sarah Lynette Collins. Jack Hibbert. Connor Bernard Higgins. Kevin Joseph Komonsa. Alex Chan. Henry Tou. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering, Diploma in Professional Engineering Practice with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Jet de Leon. Andrew Sinclair. Daniel Ugati. Joshua Mark Velasco Cajas. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering, Diploma in Professional Engineering Practice with Second Class Honours, Division 2, John Boga. Nicholas George Ivanov. Harris Saeed Rafi. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechanical Engineering, Diploma in Professional Engineering Practice, Yusuf T. Yusuf. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechatronic Engineering with First Class Honours, Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Reese Steen. Denise Feline Nicodemus Fernandez. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechatronic Engineering with First Class Honours, Bachelor of Languages and Cultures, Jeremy Josiah Olive. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechatronic Engineering with First Class Honours, Bachelor of Science in Applied Physics, Ryan Peter Thomas. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechatronic Engineering with First Class Honours, Bachelor of Science in Biomedical Science, Yara Fakua. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechatronic Engineering with First Class Honours, Bachelor of Science in Environmental Sciences, John Edward Hunter. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechatronic Engineering with First Class Honours, Majiha Batul. Mega Martin. Din Bach Nguyen. Brendan William White. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechatronic Engineering with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Alex Lee. Ricardo Rios. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechatronic Engineering with Second Class Honours, Division 2, Bachelor of Business with Credit, Isam ur Rahman Anma Saeed. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechatronic Engineering with Second Class Honours, Division 2, Stuart Brian Kelly. Medage Dunith Weerasinghe. Van Min Duk Nguyen. Billy Edward Shaw Vorzoy. Kwok Min Chan. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechatronic Engineering, Bachelor of Business, Ali Salak. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechatronic Engineering, Daniel John Pierce. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechatronic Engineering, Diploma in Professional Engineering Practice with First Class Honours, Christopher Gilmore. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechatronic Engineering, Diploma in Professional Engineering Practice with Second Class Honours, Division 1, Kyle Jacob Laios Reyes. Christopher Joseph Tunnels. Bachelor of Engineering Honours in Mechatronic Engineering, Diploma in Professional Engineering Practice, Ayasha Mohammed Ghaus Uddin. Sohail Saeed Tariq. Bachelor of Engineering Science and Data Science Engineering with Distinction, Tan Quan Nguyen. Bachelor of Engineering Science in Electrical Engineering, Min Duk Do. Master of Engineering in Manufacturing, Engineering and Management, Master of Engineering Management, Prajwasinghe Pradeep Singh Khalsa. Master of Engineering in Telecommunications and Electronics, Zhong Ju Ren.
Chancellor. This concludes the presentation of graduates from the Faculty of Engineering and Information Technology.
Well, on behalf of all at UTS, I'd like again to say huge congratulations to our new graduates, and just as importantly to your family and friends who've no doubt given a great deal of support, love and understanding during your studies. Finishing a degree or a diploma is a major milestone, and we don't underestimate all of the hard work and the sacrifices that you've made in achieving this goal. And you should be very proud of what you've achieved, because your university is certainly extremely proud of you. Now, your graduation is one of the most important moments in your life and brings with it opportunities and challenges. The opportunities for UTS graduates have never been greater, not just because of the quality of the education that you've received here, but also because of its very practical nature. Conversely, the challenges in the workplace are high and continue to grow. We have the scrutiny and expectations of society, which, as I've said, are very high. So I would urge you all, and this is an incredibly important point, I would urge you all to maintain the highest levels of personal and professional integrity. Confront with courage those inevitable ethical dilemmas which arise, and they will arise, and remember the caution that the behaviour you walk past is the behaviour you condone. But beyond the opportunities and challenges, a graduation signals that you have gained new knowledge. Use it wisely and use it responsibly. Make sure that your impact is a positive one and that you're seen to give, not to take. And I say this particularly because you're graduates of a University of Technology, and for the particular faculty, of course, that you're graduating from, Engineering and Information Technology. Technology can certainly be applied as a force for good, and we see many of the benefits. But we need to be alert to unintended consequences of the application of technology, and even more so to those applications which, by their intent, are not benign. There will, of course, be times when knowledge alone is not enough, when the answer is not clear, and you are called upon to make a judgment. Now, judgment is informed by experience, and most importantly by that experience when things don't quite go right. And I hesitate to call them mistakes, because you should never regard a mistake as a negative. It's an opportunity to learn, and we learn far more from what our mistakes are when things don't go right than we ever do from our successes. Now, I would absolutely urge you to build those reserves of judgment on which you will later draw. And my challenge to all of you here is to make sure that you make enough space and time in your busy lives to deepen your judgment skills. So turn off the laptop and turn off the iPhone and just think. Think about the questions you need to ask, think about the answers you receive, and think about the judgments that you're being called upon to make. And again, I can't stress enough how crucial it is to make that time for thinking. It's incredible how you can avoid thinking by being busy, and by being busy particularly with technology. It takes a very concerted and deliberate effort actually to think. And purposefully thinking through the decisions you'll face and identifying the intended and unintended consequences is a very important career skill. So make sure you make the time to develop it. Finally, of course, we hope that your relationship with UTS doesn't end here today. Your career will evolve in multiple dimensions and no doubt multiple geographies and multiple sectors. But one thing that will be consistent is the need for continuous learning, and your university stands very ready to support you in that continuous learning journey. So we now welcome you into the global, and it truly is global, UTS alumni community. Stay involved and stay in touch, and remember that the UTS Alumni Office is your lifelong connection to UTS. So may I congratulate you all again and wish you every success in applying the skills and the knowledge that you have gained from our world-class institution. Huge congratulations again. It now gives me great pleasure to invite Dr. Bevan Jones to deliver the occasional address this morning.
Good morning and congratulations to all the graduates. I'd like to acknowledge and thank the University, Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor for providing me with this opportunity to address this gathering today, as well as extend a further welcome to our presiding Dean, staff, new graduates and guests. More generally, I appreciate the opportunity to conclude my career with a 6-year stint as an adjunct professor in Professor Guo's Antenna Engineering Department and the opportunity to interact with the postgraduate students in that department. I would like to thank Professor Guo for recommending me for this award and to thank the students who, I suspect, put in a good word for me. When I was a student, like many of those receiving their degrees today, I was motivated by my interest in science and a fascination with how understanding was, to my mind, mysteriously enhanced by application of mathematics. I was fascinated by quantum mechanics and how one knew how to calculate results without a clear intuitive understanding of why it worked. I was sufficiently realistic and modest to realise that I was not cut out for a productive research career in this area. Instead, I chose to focus my study on electromagnetics, which is a more practical, more directly useful area, while still retaining a close connection with mathematics. In my career, I gradually moved from pure research to more practical R&D in a commercial environment, and I found that most rewarding. In this talk, I'd like to point out to new graduates with interest in research that their options are not limited to careers in universities or research institutes, but there exists a whole range of opportunities in the commercial sector, the advantages of which are often overlooked. I found the work environment in the commercial world is often more satisfying than in the academic world. I feel I can judge this based on my experience with a foot in each camp. My transition to the commercial world of applied science took place in several stages. Firstly, I received a postgraduate fellowship in Germany to work on advanced radio telescopes. This was the Max Planck Institute, a government-funded research institute covering many fields like our CSIRO. Next, I got a position in an Australian government-funded research company designing and marketing navigation aids and antennas with a defined commercial objective. Thirdly, with 2 colleagues, I set up a startup company designing, marketing and manufacturing cellular base station antennas for the expanding mobile networks, firstly in Australia and later worldwide, with a manufacturing plant in China. Finally, I've had a part-time role as an adjunct professor at UTS, helping to supervise students doing research degrees in antennas and related fields. I believe the most personally satisfying periods in my career were as an engineer in teams doing commercially oriented research. The features of this environment that I appreciated were that the aims of the research were clearly defined and circumscribed. The objectives were not confected for the purpose of writing papers, as unfortunately is the case with much academic research in engineering. A good understanding of the underlying physics often allows one to arrive quickly at reliable results and provides confidence in the results. The results are usually of high importance to the company or organisation, which in turn means that the individual producing the results is valued, and the company, including the employees, collectively benefit from their efforts. This leads to alignment of the interests of team members and a cooperative and supportive work culture. A team of researchers in such an environment collectively benefits from individual successes of the team members, so they tend to reinforce each other's efforts. The company benefits from the combined effort. In a company where employees are rewarded when the company succeeds, everyone benefits. The tasks in an R&D team are finite and the results are easily recognised. There's great satisfaction in knowing that a product is better for having one's own contribution embedded in its design. There is also a perverse satisfaction in seeing other companies copying your own design features, imitation being the sincerest form of flattery. I like to think that enjoyment of working in a team with common goals is programmed in our DNA and perhaps derives from the evolutionary benefits experienced by our ancestors in the African savannas of cooperating in teams to fell wildebeest or to feed the tribe. Our base station antenna company turned out to be quite successful. I attribute part of this to our expertise and scientific approach, but I must admit that a lot of our success was due to our really excellent timing. We started the company just as the AMP system started to roll out in Australia. This provided us with a rapidly expanding market. Unfortunately, I feel that natural justice plays only a small part in determining the success and failure or failure of startup company. While the timing of our startup was fortuitous, we also suffered reversals of fortune that can be catastrophic for a small company. Let me describe one such case. Some of our antennas used shielded cables to connect from the network to the radiating elements. A soldered joint connected the cable to the network. The cable had a copper-centred conductor that was soldered to a tab on a printed board. At one point, we were unable to source the large quantity of cable that we required. However, the same cable was available with a silver-plated steel conductor instead of a copper one. No problem, we thought. The conductor was slightly springier but otherwise the same. You may remember from somewhere that solder is a supercooled liquid that flows under stress. The fact that the solder joint was under some stress due to the springiness of the steel meant that the conductor migrated in the solder joint, and after about 2 years, the conductor sprang free from the tab. 2 years after delivery, we had widespread failures of antennas. With hindsight, we can identify mistakes we could have avoided, but it's not practical to avoid all risks. Managing a startup company is not something for the faint-hearted. Fortunately, our customer took pity on us and we were able to come to an arrangement involving discounts on future sales. If you want a peaceful career, I suggest that you don't establish a startup company. If successful, it can lead to a comfortable retirement, and in my case allows me to indulge my interest in tropical rainforests and their preservation, but it will inevitably be a bumpy road. We eventually sold the company to a US multinational. What I am suggesting is that if you have an interest in research in technology, with job satisfaction in mind, you should not assume that an academic career is your best option just because it's a familiar environment. Give some consideration to an R&D career in a commercial environment. Unfortunately, the business environment in Australia currently is not favourable for tech companies, and it seems to be becoming less so with time. There are, however, still many success stories. I suggest you would be doing your country a service if you choose to apply your research skills in a technology company. Be daring and give it a try. Anyway, the degree that you've received today and your experiences at the university will provide you with an excellent background for whatever career you pursue. Congratulations to all the new graduates on their achievements, and may you have as much enjoyment and satisfaction in your professional career as I've had in mine. Thanks for listening.
Graduations are indeed among the most important occasions in the life of a university, and we're very fortunate at UTS to have some of the most distinguished members of our community speak to us. And today, we've heard from Dr. Bevan Jones, who is an incredible industry and academic leader, and his career demonstrates that the impact that technology research can have on our communities. He's given us some very significant insights into the importance of commercially based research, the fact that the team works, the fact that there needs to be clear objectives, and the fact we need to be alert to the challenges and the potential that it's not always a straightforward path to commercialisation. At a time when the country is grappling with the benefits of R&D and how that should be translated to benefit of our community, Dr. Bevan-Jones has given us a clear example through his leadership and the work that he's done as how this can be achieved successfully. Would you join me again in thanking Dr. Bevan-Jones for this morning's address?
Chancellor, guests and graduates, that occasional address concludes the formal proceedings of this ceremony. On behalf of the Chancellor, I invite you to join the official party for refreshments. These will be served in the Great Hall foyer and in the balcony room adjoining this hall. The photography, framing and memorabilia services are located on level 4, which is one floor below us. The academic procession is about to leave the Great Hall. As it does, I invite our new graduates to join the procession, which will end in the balcony room. Guests should please remain seated until the procession and all graduates have exited the Great Hall. Guests will then exit via the yellow doors as assisted by staff. Would the congregation please rise for the academic procession?